Hey, what's up? I hope you're all having a good day or night, depending on where you are or what time you're watching this right now. So, tonight we are going to be, or I'm going to be, asking you some very personal questions. So yeah, feel free to answer them or don't. It's really your choice because these questions will be personal, like very personal. So if you don't want to answer, no problem. I'll answer along with them. Even I won't answer all of them probably. So it's no worries. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're doing. So basically, I'll just, you know, ask the questions, wait a few seconds, give you time to answer if you want. And yeah. So first question. I don't know how many I'm gonna do, by the way, but I'm just gonna go until, I don't know, the video's long enough, I suppose. So first question. What is something you have learned about yourself this year? Something you've learned about yourself this year. I guess for me, something I would learn about myself this year is that if, like, I always thought I was like more of like a kind of more introverted type of person, but I've learned that I don't really know if it's this year or maybe a little bit of that last year too, but like if there's something I'm really into or I really want to do, I don't really have any problem with like just talking to a group of people or a group of strangers or just someone completely new. I have no problem with it. If the topic is about something I like genuinely care about, you know. Like I gave a speech last year in my speech class, and usually I would have expected myself to be freaking out because like public speaking, ew. But the topic was something that I cared a lot about and that I was really into, and I had no problem doing it. So that was something I learned about myself. I guess that was kind of last year, not this year, but it's the first thing I thought of. Okay. What is something you have never told anyone before? What's something you've never told anyone before? I don't really have one for that because, I mean, I tell I tell certain people almost everything about me. And it's really only like three people or two, three or two people that I tell a lot, like most of my stuff about to. But I tell most of my stuff to about me. Yeah. And that would be like my mom and my girlfriend and then maybe my best friend. So yeah, three. Sometimes just two. Because me and my best friend, I mean, we don't get to talk as much as we used to because he's busier with work, probably work. Yeah. But we still talk a lot, but not as much compared to my girlfriend and my mom that I talk to every day. You know. So, what is your biggest insecurity or fear about yourself? I don't know. I guess mine would be. I don't know about insecurity. I've got a couple. Fear about myself is kind of like, I guess, falling behind is the best way to put it, or like losing all the progress I've made on certain things, like keeping up with schoolwork. If I stop doing that and just start getting bad grades, like that, or falling off my weight loss journey, if that were to happen, it's a pretty big fear or bad thing to happen, I guess. I don't really know about fear, but it wouldn't be good. I know that for either of those things. What part of your personality do you struggle to accept? I really struggle to accept my I guess you would call it like a self-destructive side. Um, just because, well, obviously, no one wants to put themselves down or other people down or anything. Um, but I can't really, like, my brain just like every time something good happens, the first thing my brain does is think of like a million different ways it could go bad and not be real in the first place and stuff, you know? um, and I always try and like counteract that by thinking, think happy thoughts. And usually it works. Sometimes it doesn't. And I think the reason my brain does that so much is because it has happened so much where I get my hopes up and then it just doesn't happen, you know? But that's like with everyone. Everyone goes through that. But, certain things is like getting easier to kind of counteract now. But my brain, it still likes to do it with literally anything that happens to me. It does it, no matter what it is. It still happens. I might be able to like think a different thought after it happens, but it's gonna happen no matter what. I can't change that. No matter how I think about it. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's probably like my least favorite personality trait about myself. It is, but it's something everybody has, I'm not trying to be like throwing a pity party for myself or anything. I'm just saying that it sucks and it ain't fun. Okay. What's something you have forgiven someone for, but haven't fully healed from? Something you've forgiven someone for, but you haven't fully healed from it. I don't know. Well, actually, I can think of a few moments. I can think of a few different things. I won't say them just because it involves other people in a negative light. It happened a few years ago, but I won't say it just because I don't want to like make them look bad, because they're not. It was just like a one-time thing that happened to stick with me, But yeah, there's a few that I can think of. Okay, what was your relationship with your parents really like growing up? You see what I mean? Extremely personal questions. Mine was pretty good. Yeah, mine was pretty good actually, for the most part. Both my mom and my dad. I mean, I still have a relationship with both of them. I mean, I'm living with my mom currently until I get out of college. So, yeah, I mean, pretty good relationship, I'd say. I mean, it has its ups and its downs, as any relationship would, but like, for the most part, it's pretty good. Was there ever a time you felt unseen or unloved as a child? Um, wouldn't go as far as to say unloved, but maybe unseen a few times. I, well, no. Even unseen, I think, would be stretching it a bit too far. Maybe just like left out. I felt left out a few times. But, like I've said before, everyone goes through that, you know? It's just part of growing up. Okay. Who has been like the biggest inspiration in your life? And how have they like, or I guess, no, I'll reword it. Who has made the biggest impact on your life, for the better or for the worse? Whether it be a family member or a friend or even a stranger. It could even be a stranger. But who has made the biggest impact on your life? I'd say, as for like my life as a whole, I'd say my mom has made the biggest impact on my life, because like she made sure I got to where I am today, you know. But as for like the most recent impact, I would say my girlfriend, because I met her not too long ago, and my life, I mean, feels like it's changed completely since then. Like improved by like a million times more than I thought it could, you know? So yeah, both of them, I'd say. There's probably a few other people, but overall I'd say them. Yeah. When, sorry, that was a little loud. Whenever I do soft spoken, I can't, it's harder to control like how loud I am, because it's just talking, but like quietly, obviously, but you know. Anyway, when was the last time you cried and why? Last time I cried was a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago when one of my dogs passed away. Yeah, it was. Didn't see it coming at all. I mean, he wasn't old at all. He was really young, you know. And it's not like he got hit by a car or anything. It was like an illness. So, but yeah, that was the last time I cried. Before that, I didn't really. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like that was the last time I cried. Like before that, there was like never really a time I cried recently. But I actually I can think of a couple. I mean, nothing bad, you know, but like I shed a few tears, you know. What is your love language and how do you express it? Well, I'd say I don't know. I feel like I have like different love languages, you know, like I don't know what would like what like what defines a love language? Like how much does it have to be in order to be considered a love language, or just like something you enjoy in a relationship, you know? I don't know. I feel like there's a wide range of love language. Like I know a lot of people's is physical touch. Others is like just communication and just talking things out. Um, and I know one of mine is like getting, kind of like spoiling them or buying things for them. Um, it's one of mine, along with the other two I mentioned, actually. All three of those. And there's probably more, I can't think of right now. But, I don't know, I got a fair few. I couldn't really pick just one, though. Overall, can't really pick just one. What is something you've never told a past partner? Well, before my current girlfriend, I've only ever had one other, and that was in middle school. So, there were a lot of things I didn't tell her, probably, because it was just middle school. I mean, it wasn't that serious, you know? I mean, back then, everyone thought it was that serious. Like, if you're in a middle school relationship, in the moment, you think it's like life or death every day. But, looking back, it's so stupid. It is not that serious. But I don't know, when it comes to her, I didn't tell her a lot of things. Like, honestly, I can't even remember what I have told her or what I did tell her or anything because it was so long ago. Yeah, honestly, I can't think of anything that, because there's so many things to choose from, like things about my family, about my personal life outside of school. There's a lot of things I didn't tell her about just because I never thought to, because why would I? So yeah, as for this question, something I've never told a past partner, a lot, basically, just a lot. But it's different now for my girlfriend now, who I plan to, be with forever, really. Because I feel like I kind of skipped the whole, what's the stage called where you're just like dating for like a little while and then moving on to someone else and then just bouncing around until you like finally move on to like the next stage. What's like the bouncing around, what's that, like the browsing stage? I don't know. I kind of skipped that one. Well, no, I think I did go through it, but I just happened to never get a girlfriend then, just because I didn't know how to talk to people. But I don't care. I mean, it's in the past. I mean, if anything, I'm thankful for it because I think I matured more from not getting one and just figuring out like how to act proper, But now I have my girlfriend now and now I've kind of skipped that stage, and now I'm in the stage of like the forever long term stage. So, because I know what I want now, and it's her. So, but the reason I got sidetracked like that is because, like, back to the question, what's something you've never told a past partner? Well, we already know about the past partner, but for my partner now, I tell her everything because now I know how to talk and right things to talk about and everything. So, anyway, next question. Okay, I don't know if I should ask this one. I mean, it's not super personal. I mean, it is super personal. Okay, I'll just ask it. What does intimacy mean to you beyond physical touch? Okay, well, beyond physical touch, so not that kind of intimacy. It's not not what I'm talking about here. But to me, it would mean kind of just like your like core values in a relationship. Like intimacy would be like talking and having a good conversation. Doesn't even have to be a deep conversation. It could be a conversation about, I don't know, favorite kind of pancakes. Because there are, when it comes to pancakes, it's like a very detailed and deep category. There's so many different kinds. I'm not going to start talking about pancakes, but I'm just saying, this is an example. It could just be a conversation about that. And for both people to have an equal big interest in it and have a genuine good time conversating about it, I feel like that's pretty intimate, you know. And like in a relationship, though, obviously not just like two strangers talking. There wouldn't be much chemistry there, but so yeah, just knowing how to have a good conversation and having trust. Obviously, trust is like the biggest thing in a relationship. I say trust like comes like right after actually knowing that you like and love each other. So trust is a big deal. So that, and then respect, having respect for each other's like family or hobbies, you know. I don't know, but there's a lot of things I would consider intimate beyond physical touch. But at the same time, you could also just kind of consider them core values and good values to have in a relationship. Okay, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. I'll pick the sorry. I'm gonna pick the best one that I have here. I'm gonna say what what's something from your upbringing you would like to change or you would want to change? I don't know. That is a tough question to answer because there are a lot of things I would like to change. I don't know if you heard that. I was about to burp and then I didn't. I stopped it, but it still tried to escape a little. So, but anyway, something I would like to change from my upbringing. I don't know if that means like how you were raised or like where you were raised. Probably like could be where you were raised, but I'm gonna pick something very simple because to think about something that big, that would take some thought. But probably one of the many embarrassing moments I've had, like the time where I was in the Christmas school play. This was in like 4th or 5th grade, and I had the huge responsibility of lighting up the Christmas tree in the middle of the song. Everybody else was just to sing, and that was my job too until I had to like I got the signal to like slide away and plug in the tree. And when I did, by the way, the gym was full of people, families and everything, and we rehearsed it many times, so I knew how to plug in a tree. Okay, I knew what I was doing. But when it came time to do it, it was like the biggest part of the song. Everybody was looking and cheering, and when it came time for me to shine, literally, I slid away, tried plugging the tree, and then what do you know? somebody had either stepped on the cord or used it on something else or used it wrong like an idiot, because like the little prong things, one of them was bent completely to the side. I was not plugging in that tree. I mean, I tried with all my might. The tree, the tree even flickered. It flickered on and off because like how close I was to getting it in. It wasn't going in all the way though. So it's like the tree tried. It tried its best, but the plug wouldn't go in all the way. So it just went off, and that was that. It was done. It was over. It was horrible. So yeah, whoever broke the plug for that tree, you're no friend of mine. and then everybody in the audience still cheered and clapped, and I don't know if that made it better or worse, but yeah, anyway. That's a moment in my upbringing that I would like to change, I'd say. There's many more, but that's one of the bigger ones. Anyway, that's it. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the questions. Let me know your answers only if you want to. No judgment here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, thank you all. I will see you all in the next one. I hope you all are feeling much more relaxed and sleepy compared to before you clicked on this video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. And I will see you all in the next one.